Good morning, students. Welcome once again to one more session of writing skills. Today, we will learn about notice and email writing. What is a notice? A notice is meant to give information. What do we communicate in a notice? We simply communicate an event or information about an event that is going to take place. Now let's begin with the format of notice writing. We will write the creative title, which is of 1 mark, followed by the name of the event, which is also of 1 mark. You will leave a line, write the date, which is half a mark, followed by the time, which is also half a mark, and then the venue. The venue is of 1 mark, but it is divided into 2 parts, half plus half, from smaller to bigger. You leave a line, you will write the content of the notice, which is for 1 mark. The question for the sample notice is, your school is hosting an inter-school quiz competition for the students of classes 7 and 8. A notice has to be written for the school notice board giving all details for the event. So we begin by writing the creative title, which will always be written in bold letters. It should be a creative title. So this competition is related to quiz. So here the title is Quizomania. It should be a catchy title. Then you will write the name of the event. You leave a line. You will mention the date. Children, please remember, no abbreviations to be used for the date. You will then mention the time, followed by the venue, which is always smaller to bigger. And remember, the venue carries 1 mark. So half a mark for auditorium and half a mark for the name of the school. You will leave a line. You will write the content of the notice and you will give all details. For example, here it has been mentioned that the competition is for the students of classes 7 and 8, and whosoever is interested can get their names registered with the quiz club in charge. The important points to be remembered while writing a notice are: there is no need to make a box when you write a notice. You will not even write notice when you start writing. You will begin by writing the creative title. There is no need to write the subscription. That means after the content of the notice, you will not write thanking you, yours faithfully, your name or the name of the school. Then date, which is very important. It depicts the date of the event. So it must be a fortnight after the current date. Venue is always smaller to bigger. There should be a close connection between the two venues. You cannot write Auditorium Chandigarh. You will be writing auditorium, comma, the name of the school. Then leaving the lines is only for the sake of presentation and neatness. What is an email? Email, short for electronic mail, is one of the most widely used features of the internet. It allows you to send and receive messages to and from anyone with an email address anywhere in the world. Now let's discuss the format for email writing. We begin by writing the email address of the recipient. So we write to followed by the email address, which carries half a mark, and then we write the subject, which includes the invitation and the event, which also carries half a mark. Then you leave a line and write the salutation, which is also half a mark. And then we begin with the opening sentence of the email, which carries half a mark. Leave a line again and write the second paragraph of the email. And here, children, you need to mention the date, time and venue, which has to tally with the date, time and venue written in the notice. You leave a line and write the closing sentence, which is half a mark. Leave a line again and write the subscription, which also carries half a mark. And please remember children that the expression is for 2 marks. So be very particular when you write the email and strictly follow this format. The question for the sample email is, your school is hosting an inter-school quiz competition for the students of classes 7 and 8. Write an email to the principal of a neighboring school requesting him or her to send a 3-member team to participate in the quiz competition. So we begin by writing the email address of the recipient. So we write to followed by the email address. Then we write the subject, which includes the invitation and the event. And the event here is the quiz competition. You leave a line and write the salutation. And then you begin with the opening sentence of the email. Leave a line and begin with the second paragraph, which will include the date, time and venue. Leave a line and write the closing sentence of the email. Leave a line again and write the subscription, which would be written as thanking you, comma, yours faithfully, comma, and your full name. The following are the important points while writing an email. We need to remember that the date for the event must tally for both the notice and email. It must be a fortnight after the current date. The year to be written as 2020. When you're writing the subject, you need to write invitation and the event. So the word invitation has to be used. The time and venue also has to tally for both the notice and the email. The class assignment for notice and email writing is as follows. You are in charge of the cultural club of your school. Write a notice to be displayed on the school notice board informing students from classes 6 to 10 to participate in an inter-house dance competition. And you need to give all necessary details, and you can refer to the sample notice. Be very particular about mentioning the time, date and venue. The email has to be written to the principal of a neighboring school inviting him or her to judge the inter-house dance competition. And please remember children, the time, date and venue, it has to tally with what is written in the notice. The second notice to be written is that you have lost a wristwatch gifted to you by your mother, and a notice has to be written for the school notice board requesting the one who finds your wristwatch to give it to you. And do not forget to give all the necessary details. The email has to be written to the in charge of the lost and found department requesting him to help you find your wristwatch. Thank you students, and keep revising the formats for the letters, notice and email writing.